Welcome back, students. All right, today's topic, this week's learning goal is to solve an inequality and find the set of numbers that make it true. All right, so inequality. First thing you gotta know is that inequality is not an equation. It's not saying this side is equal to this side. It's actually saying this side is not equal to this side, and it's going to not be equal to that side in one of these fashions, all right? It's either gonna have this symbol right here, which is a less than, all right? This side, this symbol right here, which is a greater than. And then we have this less than or equal to, whenever it has that little line underneath the inequality sign, it's less than or equal to. Same thing here, greater than or equal to. All right, so these are very important. You gotta have these in your notes. So get this in your notes and know what they mean, okay? One way to always figure out which one is less than and greater than is if you put your fingers out in front of you. So everybody put your fingers out in front of you. And the one that makes an L, that's the less than. So this is what less than always looks like. I gotta do that all the time, still myself. All right, so let's get into some inequalities. Example one. Example one is saying 3x plus 6 is less than 21. So the way you solve it is exactly how you solve a two-step equation. It's the same rules. You got to do the inverse property until you get to the variable, the unknown, okay? So first thing I always do, start with my constant. We got plus 6, opposite of plus 6 is minus 6. What you do to one side, you got to do to the other. All right? Do your line to do some math. Your plus 6 minus 6 goes away. Karate chop that out of there. And then 26 minus 6. 26 minus 6 is 15. Bring that down. Bring down your inequality sign. And then bring down your 3x because that's what's still left over there. So, all right, we're almost done. All right, so now what we do here is saying 3 times x is less than 15. So now we got to get rid of this 3. We're going to do the opposite of multiplying by 3. The inverse property, the opposite of that, is dividing by 3. So what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. 3's cancel, and we're left with 15 divided by 3, which is x is less than 5. And that is the answer to our inequality. So any number that is less than 5 will satisfy this inequality. It makes it true. And you can test that. Put any number that's less than 5 as x, and you're gonna find out that this side is less than this side. But I guess when you start going over 5, that's when it stops being true, and it's no longer a true statement. All right, so second example. Example 2, a negative 2x plus 8 is greater than 20. All right, same thing. Start with your constant. I know I'm going to take this plus 8 over here. I'm going to do the inverse of it, the opposite of it, which is minus 8. What you do to one side, you got to do to the other. Do your line to do some math. Your 8's cancel. Get it out of there. Now 20 minus 8. 20 minus 8 is 12. Bring down your inequality sign. Bring down what's still left over here, which is just negative 2x. All right, now careful here, because anytime, here's a special rule right here that I want you to write down. When multiplying or dividing to find the variable, the sign flips. So get that into your notes. Very important rule. Put a star on that. All right, so notice, we got negative 2x. So when I divide by negative 2 on both sides, this inequality sign is going to flip. So it's going to be x is now greater than 12 times divided by negative 2, negative 6. All right, so just like that. That's one of the key things you got to remember is whenever you multiply or divide to find the variable, the inequality sign flips. All right, so that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Have a good day, y'all.